Ben Lomond is one of Scotland's most popular Munros, and I decided to hike it as my first ever Munro.
Ben Lomond.
This Scottish mountain is located on the eastern shores of Loch Lomond.
This is Loch Lomond at Balmaha, but it's supposed to be on the Ben Lomond hike. We really don't have time for this, but it was too beautiful not to stop.
So Balmaha is a super cute little village which is popular with walkers and people just enjoying Loch Lomond, as it's just a 15 to 20 minute drive away from Ben Lomond car park. Okay, so it was getting a bit later in the afternoon now, so I didn't stop here for too long, but I'm really glad I stopped to enjoy the scenes. Anyway, it was time to go and start the hike.
Let's go.
Made it to the Ben Lomond car park.
There are some little picnic tables over here, right by the loch. There are also some free public toilets and a little machine to pay for your ticket because, of course, parking is not free.
You can't miss the start of the walk as there's a big sign telling you which way to go.
Okay, so it is currently 7 p.m. This hike takes 4 to 6 hours. So, you know, do the math. It's going to be dark. I'm going to make it to the top and back. I don't know. Maybe, but before it's pitch black, no. So I don't really know what's going to go down, if I'm going to actually do all of this hike or what's going to happen. But anyway, I'll try to bring you along with me, at least for some of it. Let's go. Let's go.
There are actually two main routes which go up Ben Lomond, but I chose to hike the tourist path, which is the most popular, so that is the one that you will see in this video. In case you didn't know, a Munro is a Scottish mountain with a height of over 3,000 feet, or 914.4 metres. Ben Lomond stands at a height of 974 metres.
Very much on a mission to get up here before the sun sets. There's some nice big rocky steps, reminding me of Ben Ann last week. Cheeky little downhill. What's that all about? That's not what we want when we want to go up.
The weather had been crazy beautiful and hot in Scotland, which is so not normal. I had to take advantage and get out there on the trails. The tourist trail is an out and back route that is around 13 kilometres long, and it's generally said that it takes 4 to 6 hours to complete.
Our little gate basically said that basically this is just the start of the actual hike. So the first part is just little teas, I guess. But yeah, pretty little view already. Can you see? I can't zoom because I can't see. There are some very nice views to my left as I make a nice little climb.
I'd say you can definitely do under 4 hours
see
if
the
you're a pretty
views?
confident hiker and go at a decent pace. But the thing is, it's so beautiful and there are so many viewpoints to just stop and enjoy that kind of extends the time. The trail is pretty gradual the whole way up. It does get a little steeper at the very end, but nothing too difficult. That said, it is a long hike, so you do want to go prepared and, you know, be kind of fit.
You want to see some sheep with a view? I'm going to show you some sheep with a view.
Honestly, I was just having such a vibe, like look how beautiful it is.
Ben Lomond.
It was super quiet when I went up here too, because I did hike later in the day and everyone had been and gone already, which was insane because it was the most beautiful evening. Like, I feel super lucky that I got to experience this hike in such tranquility in the most beautiful conditions, because I can assure you if that had been like a Saturday or a Sunday morning or afternoon, it would not have been this way. Now, I'm not going to lie, I honestly didn't know if I was actually going to make it to the top before the sunset. This was not supposed to be a sunset hike. It just ended up starting way later than intended. And I was on a mission though, like I was going to get there, but I still didn't know if I was actually going to get there. The thing is, you know, when you just have a good feeling about something, I mean, I had a good feeling about this, and I just knew that the stars or the mountains or the sun and the views were all going to align. Okay, look at the beautiful sheep. There were so many sheep and sheep with views. So all the way up, Loch Lomond is just like stretching out behind you, and yeah, you have to just keep turning around.
Okay guys, is this where we're going? Because it still looks really far away. I reckon that's where we're going.
As you can see, the path is super easy to follow all the way up and the terrain is really good, which is also one of the reasons that this Munro is so popular, and especially as like a beginner friendly Munro.
The sun is definitely getting a lot lower now, but can't be too far. Maybe like a kilometre? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, almost at what I'm assuming is like the final climb. Maybe not quite final, but the bottom of this big hill bit. These views behind me are just getting more insane, and just past someone who's like, yep, absolutely worth it, you're gonna get there before sunset. I'm like, well, I hope so. I don't know. You think I planned to be here at sunset? Because I did not. Almost missed the step. Almost at the summit. And the sun is definitely starting to set. Got a little bit chilly, had to put the heat on. Oh wow, come over here. And there is the summit, and there is the sun just about to set. That is what we call accidentally time to perfection. The sun has not yet set, and it's looking pretty damn beautiful. And made it to the summit. How was that for timing? To perfection. Very, very accidentally. I just stupidly took my glove off and I can't put it back on because that's how cold I am. But wow, what a contrast from the way up, which was literally just like 10 minutes before. It just suddenly got so insanely cold as soon as the sun rose. Wow, 100% worth it. But wow, okay, really need to like try and hurry down before it's like pitch. I mean, just now it's still very, very beautiful, but it's gonna suddenly get really dark. Let's go. This is Scotland at 10:30 p.m. on an evening in May. Still some sunset scenes. And what time to be outside hiking. Going down. It's a long way down. And then a long travel.